Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Northwestern's offense will get first crack at it today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Burleson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the...
Breaks into the open. Past the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, get it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to try to return this one. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. So Western Kentucky's offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Hilltoppers headed quickly to the line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Quarterback on the keeper. They get him stopped at the 32. A solid pickup, and it will a 4th down and decision time. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. They'll run for it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Take a step back for a moment and think about Northwestern. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week, commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David, and when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer pool is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer pool.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Parker. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Makes the grab, and he's still running after the move. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
It's so hard to tackle these fast guys in the open field. And you see when you duck your head and you're going to try to hit somebody, you can't see him anymore. Ducks his head a little bit. Next thing you know, broken tackle, guys getting extra yards.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate.
Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Northwestern. Ready to try the point after. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Unloads it left. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Hard running there. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. And the Hilltoppers racing to the line in a hurry up. Trying play action. Right down the middle. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Hilltoppers will try to pin them back with the punt. Now on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. The hand to the running back.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Quickly to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Period, first down here. Looking downfield on first down. Release to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Terrell. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is ready to give them a first down.
And that is enough. First down to the offense.
That's caught. It's Hawk. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Hawk. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Wide out, trying to get it in. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Northwestern will line up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Northwestern. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. North Carolina is down right now, But that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kennesaw State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The play action fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
I know it's early in this game, but man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
On the run, it's Curry. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
This offense has got to get this thing going. To go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll test the right side. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Burleson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Terrell. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. Wants to throw it. Quick completion on the out. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Northwestern wants to go quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Back's got it. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Yates. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Finds his man. It's Curry. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bring in the heat. He'll pull it down and run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Hilltoppers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw time, running short in the half. Oh, better look out. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Timeout, Western Kentucky.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And it slips just inside that right upright. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ryan Field.
Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Gets open down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Looking for more room. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Wildcats. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
The Hilltoppers can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. At midfield, he's got room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. And the Hilltoppers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Right back to the well. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. He's got his man. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's the way to catch it, big fella.
Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls and fires complete. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Wildcats want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Hauls it in. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. The short hands, it's Hawk. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now, the nice lead here late in the 3rd quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude at quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their 3rd sack in 2 weeks. They got to do a better job applying pressure on the quarterback.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
Gain of 5. Offense facing 4th down.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something. Put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Hilltoppers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. This time on target. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hilltoppers will snap it on 1st and 10. Let's go! To the air on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Within 10 yards and enough for the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw again. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Hilltoppers are threatening in the red zone. Out of the gun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Northwestern! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, they're after him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Parker. And no, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the gun, running back gets to give. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. He gets it inside the 25. They'll stop him at the 24. Not enough for the first down, and it's a 4th down decision time coming. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good